The Raiders are 1-4 going into week 6 as we face off against the Tennessee Titans over here in Las Vegas. And to say that it's been a stressful season is totally an understatement. But the Raiders hopefully can bounce back in this weekend's matchup because I feel like we really need it. So today, I'm going to be giving you guys my biggest keys.
I got the keys now.
To victory for the Raiders against the Titans. And hopefully we could come out of this game with that W, because taking 4 straight L's is not good for your health. As always, if this is the very first time you guys are coming across this channel and you love Raiders content just like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Now, the very first key to success for our Las Vegas Raiders is to avoid the mistakes. Now, this Titans team that we are going to be facing this week should be 0-5 right now. But with all the mistakes that the Arizona Cardinals had last week, with that 71-yard rushing touchdown that ended up a fumble, and also the interception that could have sealed the game, ending in a fumble/touchdown, it gave the Titans a chance to come back and win that game. Now, the Raiders have got to do a better job avoiding the mistakes and causing the turnovers, because that's been the theme for the Raiders all season long, starting with our quarterback, Geno Smith, who continues to struggle with turnovers, which is why a lot of Raider fans out here are really frustrated, including me. And the crazy thing is, I know that Geno Smith can be a better quarterback. I know that he has all the intangibles to be a much better quarterback. We've seen it before in Seattle under Pete Carroll, but the fact that he's over here in the silver and black looking like a reincarnation of Gardner Minshew is crazy to me. Currently, Geno Smith is leading the league in interceptions with 9 total. And in the last 2 home games that the Raiders have played here at the Legion Stadium, he's had 3 apiece. Definitely something that we don't want to see this weekend. The Raiders, by any means, cannot give the Titans any type of momentum or shift the momentum their directions off of our turnovers. The Indianapolis Colts last week took advantage of all the turnovers that we made, which put them in great field position to score multiple touchdowns. So Geno Smith, the Raiders offense, got to do a better job. Even special teams, they all have got to do a better job and not making any mistakes, critical mistakes that could cost the Raiders the victory. But real quick, I want to highlight something that I seen earlier today. Derek Carr had a message for Geno Smith, and if there's anybody that knows anything about being criticized at the quarterback position, especially with all the turnovers that he's had in the silver and black, it's definitely Derek Carr.
I understand the frustration. Look, you've been frustrated at me before. All right, I understand. I've been there, okay? But let me say this to Geno Smith. Geno, I understand the frustration. I understand the tip ball. It's like, what? Really? A tip ball that gets picked? Really? Like, I understand the heart, the boiling. I understand. But guess what, Geno? You're a good football player, all right? Don't forget how well you played in some of these games. Don't forget some of these throws that you've made. Nobody believes in you more than me, all right? I believe in you. I know the type of player you are. And I always said this when I was the Raiders quarterback. I will never be the Raiders quarterback that leaves and bashes the one that's playing. I'm telling you right now that I believe in you. I believe in you. I know that you can do it. I hope that you turn the season around for the team and for yourself, the frustrations that you're feeling, and those emotions change to joy and excitement and all those things that we felt leading into the season. And I hope that you do it not only for yourself, not only for your teammates, but for Raider Nation.
Honestly, huge shout out to Derek Carr, man. Definitely some inspirational words. I just hope that Geno Smith takes that into account and he could turn his whole season around. Key number 2 is improving red zone efficiency. Now, the Raiders have had a problem in the red zone so far this year. They've been struggling to score multiple touchdowns, and I don't know what it is. This is the same thing that's happened for the past couple of years, the past couple of regimes, even when Derek Carr was over here. But at the rate that the Raiders have been playing and, playing from behind in multiple games, they need to score more touchdowns instead of field goals and turnovers. There's been costly turnovers. There's been field goals that didn't really amount to much. I mean, last week I was really excited to see that this team drove down the field on the very first drive, got a field goal, because I was like, you know what? That's just the start. I didn't know that was going to be the only points that we were going to score, and we had no momentum. And as we were driving down the field yet again on that second drive, interception, ball gets tipped up in the air. I know it's uncontrollable, but at the end of the day, we cannot have those turnovers, and we got to execute when we're in the red zone. And all of that starts with our quarterback position and our offensive coordinator. Now, before we continue with the keys to this game, I want to give a huge shout out to Viore. They've been my go-to comfort as of late. As you guys can see, I've been rocking their core shorts, and trust me, they're perfect for everything. Workouts, shooting content, and even when I'm just chilling editing at home. super light, breathable, and that liner, game changer. And when it does start to cool down over here, which rarely does over here in Vegas, you already know I got to put on that Seaside pullover hoodie. It's got that heavyweight feel, still feels a little bit soft, a little bit stretchy as well, and feels like something that you could rock every day. So if you're looking for some apparel that's just as reliable as Max Crosby coming off the edge, then make sure to check out Fury. I'll put the link down in the description below, so make sure to hit it and upgrade your game day and everyday fit. Now let's get back to this game day preview. Yay! Key number 3 is better execution on special teams. Now, our special teams have struggled so much this year, more than I've ever seen in the past couple of years. Heck, since I've even become a Raider fan, if there's anything that the Raiders do right, is their special teams, whether it's the punter or kicker. We're always having one of the best, and most of the time it's because we always turn over the ball, or we just go 3 and out most of the drives that we continue to do. Nonetheless, our special teams this year has been bad, like really bad. In this last game alone, against the Indianapolis Colts, not only did we have a block punt, but we had a missed field goal, and on top of that, like I've stated before, a 98-yard return touchdown that got called back on a flag on a holding play, which, you know what? Thank you, Jesus. But when you really look at it, we cannot be missing tackles and giving great field positions to opposing teams that continue to run all over us. We've seen it in weeks prior against the Commanders, a 61-yard return, a 90-yard return for a touchdown. Against the Bears, we had a blocked field goal to win the game. Honestly, it just feels like the Raiders have bad luck on special teams this year. And all of that continues to fall back on Tom McMahon. I know AJ Cole's status right now is up in the air, but the Raiders cannot continue to give a big plays and turnovers when it comes to special team. Key number 4 is apply pressure to Cam Ward. Now, the Raiders defense have been a roller coaster of a ride. I mean, the weeks leading up to last week, they only had one bad showing. Now, against the Indianapolis Colts, they fell apart. And we didn't have no answers for the Indianapolis Colts. Heck, we didn't even have any pressure. We didn't cause no pressure on Daniel Jones. My dude out there was chilling, dealing, and willing all over this Raiders defense. So much so that the Colts put a 40 burger on us. Not only that, they were 8 for 10 on third downs and 6 for 6 in the red zone. Talk about struggling. Now, in this game against a rookie quarterback in Cam Ward, the Raiders defense has got to do a better job in applying pressure on Cam Ward. Make Cam Ward beat us with his arm. I know he's a talented quarterback, but we cannot let the running game get going. As long as we put more pressure on Cam Ward, we can cause some turnovers, and it starts with Max Crosby and the defensive line. I know the secondary has got to do a better job as well, but overall, as long as Cam Ward starts to feel that presence, as long as he has to fight for yards or at least fight for a completion, then we'll be in good hands. I know that our defense is good enough to play well, but we need them to execute much better, especially in this game where the Titans don't really have that much of an offensive identity, kind of like our Raiders offense as well. I want to see a lot of turnovers, and I want to see a lot of pressures and sacks. Is that too much to ask for? And my last key to victory is start fast and finish strong. Now, the Raiders, like I said, have been struggling offensively all over the place, whether you blame the offensive line, the running game, heck, the quarterback position, or even the play calling. We can't just do good on one drive and just fall flat from there. We have got to continue to keep that momentum all game long. Like I stated before, in the last game, we started off strong with the field goal, driving down the field, looking good, even in the second drive, but those turnovers killed us. We got to keep the momentum on our side. And just because we start a game strong doesn't mean that you take your foot off the gas pedal. You continue to keep it on there. Now, the Titans defense ain't nothing to be afraid of outside of Jeffrey Simmons. So I'm expecting and I'm hoping and I'm praying that this offense, even the run game, runs wild. We need to involve Jacoby Myers, Michael Mayer, Dante Thornton, Jack Bish, whoever's out there, Trey Tucker. We got to execute much better offensively, just like everywhere else. We need the defense to step up. We need the special teams to step up. We need the offense to step up. Heck, the whole damn team to step up to win this game. That's the motto, right? Just win, baby. That shouldn't be too much to ask for. Now, one team is going to be coming out of this game 2-4, and let's just hope that it's our Las Vegas Raiders. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today. Is there any other keys to success for this Raiders team going into this Week 6 matchup that you guys have that I did not talk about? Let me know down in the comments below. Until the next video, this your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is, yeah.